everybody. This video describes an overview of the construction management solution that we have developed. This solution is suited to various industries in the domain of construction, EPC, solar, and other turnkey implementation projects that your company might be doing. Odoo's project management solution and associated modules are not very well suited to accommodate all the requirements of the construction industry. We have customized the solution in such a way so that all your processes, right from the time you are managing your tender till the time your project is closed, you will be able to do this. The solution can further be customized as per your unique requirements, approval hierarchy, and of course localization requirements as well. On your screen you will be able to see that the flow starts with let me give you an insight into different reporting. The reportings has been customized, or the modules have been customized in such a way that your projects, your purchases, your inventory and other processes are directly linked with the original Odoo's dashboard, clearly and ensuring that the chain of command and the linkages are done properly, so that you are also able to utilize the features which are already available with Odoo. All your warehouse daily operations, warehouse metrics are available here depending on the data, different type of products, stock details, purchase and vendor metrics, number of orders, quantity ordered, days to receive, supplier service level, on-time deliveries by vendor, top vendors by amount, and so on. Similarly, we have accounting dashboard focusing on the details. You can see and compare the details for different years, profitability, as well as performance in this particular dashboard. The benchmark ratios also produced are in real time in nature and can be very useful for any finance team. With respect to individual reporting, we have created multiple reports in different modules. In CRM, we already have pipeline and forecast, which has been further enhanced based on the changes we have done. We have tender management module. The tender management module allows us to process the tender. This can be used with pivot view as well as graphical view for analysis of tender. We have customized project management module to inculcate details about the job order and job costing, whose analysis can be seen here in pivot as well as graph view, as well as task analysis, which is further enhanced again in graph and pivot view along with the list. Let's now look at the changes or the core processes that would be required. An example of any new opportunity that comes our way can be seen on the screen. In this screen you will be able to see that there is a particular tender which is being published, and for this tender you are able to capture a variety of information about the bid, category, types, exemption of the EMD, earnest money deposit details, scope of work. Then we can see the qualification criteria that can be seen. These are all configurable. Strategic fit evaluation of how strategically it fits with the company's vision. And finally, depending on the stage of bid decision, you will be able to record the go-no-go evaluation as well. Okay. You have different categories and factors which can be configured and customized. You will be able to do scoring, and based on this scoring you will be able to register the go-no-go evaluation. This go-no-go evaluation also ensures that you are only submitting and focusing on tenders which are essentially required to be submitted, and you are also capturing information so that it can be used in future. Once you move to tendering stage, you are going to create tender and move to the tender management module. The tender management module allows us to enter the details of the tender in much more detail. There is a predefined workflow going from technical submission, commercial submission, submission of the tender, and finally recording the letter of allotment or intent and signing the contract as well. Within this tender, we are capturing details associated with deadlines, invoicing, performance bond, estimation details. A detailed BOQ can be uploaded here, as you can see, and for each BOQ you can define the cost in terms of material, labor and equipments. The detailed costing sheet allows us to import the record based on the CTC. An example can be seen on the screen, where you can define how much profit that you are looking for. And additional costing sheets can also be added. These additional costing sheets are also coming from the list. For example, mobilization advanced, indirect cost sheets, you will be able to configure right from the screen. Head office allocation, overheads, escalation and buffer details, tooling and consumables, all these details can be added to the system. A predefined bid checklist is also available before the bidding, so that you can capture. You can assign this to different people in the system, mark the deadline, and of course maintain the status. The same is done for bid submission as well as post bidding also. The corrigendum details captures the changes that are recorded with respect to a specific tender and is recorded separately here. Okay. Once the tender has been won, we move to the project management system. Within the project management system, you have the capability to define multiple milestones, as you can see on the screen. For each milestone, you can define the value of work, its deadline, and what is its current status. We can define multiple jobs or activities. For each activity, they may lie in different stages, different names, and needless to say, different target quantities. For each target quantity, you will be able to associate with a particular BOQ item. You can associate with a particular milestone, and you can of course give a particular description and details to it. You can see that different unit of measures are part of different records. Looking at the list view, you will be able to see the progress of the work depending on the timeline. There is a work progress as well as the time progress. Both can be recorded in the system here. For example, for this particular item, I can define what is my unit of measure and then record the progress of the work. As I update the work progress, you will be able to see the impact in the work progress percentages, and the same can be reflected in the list view also. Okay. Now, this particular Gantt chart is already automatically generated from the system. And if I look at all the Gantt chart for all the projects together, this is a Gantt chart for 2025 for all the projects. I can specify the project here, I can specify milestones, I can specify tasks. You have the capability to move the details here. For each job, we will be defining what we call cost sheets. Cost sheets are mini budgets for respective projects and respective jobs associated directly with your BOQ item. You can divide your cost into material, labor, overheads and equipments, and you can define what is the planned quantity as well as the cost. So not only you are doing here material planning, you are also doing material costing, and you are defining how much would be required per job, and then this translates into the management budget once you take it to the next level. So in the budget you can see that cost sheet line are budgeted here, and of course once the accounting entry happens you will be able to see real impact. From this job cost sheet you will be able to raise material requisitions. Material requisitions, as with most companies, you will be able to associate with a specific projects. Let's look at an example of a material requisition. These material requisitions can also trigger purchase order depending on the availability. It has one level of approval, and of course it can be linked with your job cost sheet as well. Once the material requisition has been raised, either the material will be issued or it will be treated as a purchase requisition from which a purchase orders can be triggered. And once the issuance has been done, from the inventory module the transfers can be also recorded. From the project module, we also have feature for statement of quantity. The statement of quantity allows us to record the progress or the delivery of work, and this allows us to create the invoice for all the items which are related to progress. So progress related billing can be recorded right from here. From here you will be able to generate the invoice for all the progress billing cases. But if your project is milestone based, so under settings you will be able to define the invoice type, and based on the invoice type you will be able to raise the invoice from the milestone itself. So there is an invoicing feature right available in the milestone also, which will allow you to create the process. Within the invoice you have the details of invoicing, and if it is very unique or a specific type of invoice depending on the case, you will be able to view that as well. With respect to construction, we also have fleet or equipment management module. We have enhanced Odoo standard module to ensure that you have the details available. You have, for each fleet you have additional details with respect to engine, services, insurance, vehicle images. We have details of contracts. We have details of job card. Job card is basically details of repair, and with repair we have linked here with all the details of spare parts going to be used in this particular repair or the garage. So this is an internal job card, not necessarily to the outside service provider. And from here you have a process of requisition and issue of material to the garage as well. We have details to record the odometer history, details of fuel, details of write-off of vehicles, and of course vehicle registration, as we already saw on the screen as well. This summarizes our construction related projects. These are associated with standard Odoo modules. For example, accounting. Accounting module is essentially linked to each of the modules: sales, purchase, project, inventory, tender. The tender fees is submitted directly from accounting. We do have purchase modules. The purchase module job costing and budgeting are associated directly with this particular record. We have inventory module where the material requisitions are linked with the project module, and we have HR module planning, which is also associated with this project. The HR module, planning module, is linked with the reference. So for a particular project, for a particular user, employee, he will be associated with a project and his dates can be captured from here. The document management system is also enhanced to accommodate new modules, and these module folders are automatically updated with the attachments that are uploaded in the system. This completes the overview of the construction industry. Kindly keep connected with Apagen channel. Thank you very much.